Professional development plays a huge role in another project that donors are funding as well, the K-12 Computer Science Initiative. It is one of the first in the nation to address gender, racial, and socioeconomic equity by integrating computer science into our core curriculum, including humanities, language arts, and science. This program provides a learning pathway for all students from kindergarten through 12th grade and emphasizes computational thinking, problem solving, creativity, communication, and collaboration. Skills that we all know are critical for 21st century success, no matter what careers our children pursue. This includes a strong integrated curriculum that engages students early, before they decide that computer science just isn't for me, and particularly those from historically underrepresented groups, including girls, low-income students, underrepresented minority students, English language learners, and children with special needs. As an educator myself, I can tell you that there are very few areas that need more support and focus than increasing the number of students adept at computer science-related careers. And to share more about the effect of our commitment, here is Interlake High School senior, Gayatri Shandar.
It's going to be tough to follow the kindergartners, but we'll try. Hello, and thank you for inviting me today. When I was younger, I, like many other girls, questioned my aptitude when it came to computer science. I learned that in computer science education, sometimes there's a bias towards boys. It can be as subliminal as advertisement colors, or as overt as exclusively showing boys building, boys playing with robots, or boys playing video games. But after I took a coding class, I realized I was selling myself short. I could be good at coding. I was grateful for the opportunity and much more aware of the fact that other students like me didn't have access to these same resources. Once I saw how powerful coding was in my life, I wanted to get more girls involved and earlier on. In short, I wanted to expand equity. So, how did I tackle that? Last year, I created a coding club at Highland Middle School, and I made sure lots of girls got involved. Along with our coding club advisor and Highland Python teacher, Miss Marty Nelson, we built a coding club that was over 50% girls. But the biggest surprise to me wasn't about how much they were learning. It was about how much I was learning, about students, about teaching, and about life. Our coding club starts out with Python. It's a great place to start with because if they really liked it, they could take it as an elective in school, thanks to you donors. Here's a typical Friday at Coding Club. Students will trickle in after the last tutorial bell, fresh with their middle school complaints of funny blunders and the never-ending complaints of homework. After we're settled, I do a quick lecture on what we're going to do for the day and release them into teams to complete challenges. Finally, sometimes I do a demo applying the code that they write that day into a real-life program. We have about 25 kids who come every Friday. And usually on Friday, everyone wants to rush home for the weekend, but I really appreciate all the kids who come and choose Coding Club for their precious Friday afternoons. The club has also become a really good safe space for kids who don't necessarily fit in. We all know that middle school is a tough time. No one is in their final form. But since the club is run by me and other high school students, kids can see a version of what they want to be when they're in high school. We have volunteers from Microsoft, other folks from the community, and people like you helping out so that kids can see what they can be in the industry. Our club is a great place for kids to see their role models and see where they're going, especially when so many things in their life are uncertain. Since starting the club, I've learned that everything is different when you teach. You become much more aware of the holes in your own understanding. You have to learn to become a good communicator, which can be especially tricky in computer science. I've learned to appreciate how my teachers plan their lessons, constantly changing to judge the reaction and feedback from their students. I've also learned that it's really easy to plan something that doesn't end up teaching anything and just ends up being busy work. Plus, I definitely appreciate all my teachers more now. Because I didn't always go to school here, my family moved here when I was in the 6th grade, I tell my friends that Bellevue is crazy good to its students. We have access to so many more opportunities than any other student in any other district. That is not an exaggeration. With Bellevue's computer science initiative, kids don't have to pay to learn these skills. They're learning computer science in school, starting in kindergarten. Because of foundation donors, all kids have the resources to excel. So what does the future look like for our club at Highland? We have juniors who participate in the club now, so it'll continue next year. We have people who were 8th graders in their first year, and now that they're in high school, they come volunteer, and they are gonna volunteer the next year to keep the club going. So by the time I and other seniors leave, we will have helped Bellevue School District continue the legacy of reducing the opportunity gap for women and underrepresented students in computer science. Thank you. And what does the future look like for me? I'm excited to say that I will be attending Carnegie Mellon University in the fall to study computer science. Thank you. It's the top computer science program in the country. I'm very excited to attend. And I truly believe that without the help of Bellevue, I would not be able to go to Carnegie Mellon. So I'm glad to be able to thank everyone in this room on behalf of me, on behalf of all the students at Highland, and on behalf of every student in Bellevue. Thank you for being a community that cares. Thank you for investing in our futures.
Great job, man. You killed it.